Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney addresses the World Economic Forum. Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney addressed the World Economic Forum yesterday in Davos, Switzerland. While other world leaders such as American President Donald Trump were long-winded, it can be said that Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney's address was not only clear and concise, but short and sweet. Within his address, Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney touched on the one thing that many around the world already knows, and that is the true meaning behind the rules-based order. Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney stated that the rules-based order is essentially over and is not coming back. Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney boldly stated what so many world leaders have been saying for decades. Stop invoking rules-based international order as though it still functions as advertised. Call it what it is, a system of intensifying great power rivalry where the most powerful pursue their interest using economic integration as coercion. Backing his position, which is the position of many, the rules-based order has been more of a socio-economic hindrance to real growth in all sectors than it has been a benefit. Prime Minister Mark Carney also took a strong position on Greenland and opposed the Trump administration's threat of using force to militarily annex Greenland in the name of national and international security. Prime Minister Mark Carney took the time out to bolster and advocate all countries not to have their sovereign rights violated. He urged both developing countries and middle powers to embark on a third path, which is a path that could shield countries that fall into these categories from being coerced by superpowers and hegemons. Prime Minister Mark Carney also brought the positives of Canada into the spotlight by highlighting the fact that Canada is a stable and reliable trading partner in an ever-increasing volatile world. He also highlighted that the Canadian government has created more jobs for Canadians than the American government did for its citizens since the application of the Trump administration's reciprocal tariffs. This clear, concise, short, and sweet address earned Prime Minister Mark Carney a standing ovation at this year's World Economic Forum. It should be noted that Prime Minister Mark Carney was denied entry into President Trump's newly created Board of Peace.